Hi guys, Abs here and welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can create SEO optimized articles using the keywords that you've grouped together using keyword clusters. So when you work with keyword clusters, it gives you two files. One of the files is a CSV file, and this CSV file holds all of your actual posts or your heading clusters in the first cell down here. And everything else is on the right hand side in these cells down here. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to tell the software to create an article for this keyword, but also include these keywords inside of it as well. Okay, so what I've done is I've adjusted the last article strategy that I created for you and I shared inside of the Facebook group. But what I've done is I've adjusted prompt number 3. So let's read prompt number 3 and then I'll be showing you how to do all of this together. Okay, so it says here's the report for keyword. Okay, so this is prompt number 3. The very first prompt was the Google search. The second prompt was sending over the Google scraped content to bring back a report. And now here's the third prompt. Here's the report for keyword. And there's the output. Okay, please create a SEO optimized article outline based on the keyword report for our keyword. When constructing the outline, it is crucial to include the following headings in a logical and coherent manner. Headings to include grouped headings. And this is a custom shortcode. I'm going to show you how to use it in a moment. And it says ensure that the headings are seamlessly integrated into the outline, reflecting the context and intent of the article. Additionally, please adhere to the following guidelines. And I'm just telling it to avoid all this robotic text. Okay, so how do you run this and how do you work with this? So let me show you. So what we need to do is we need to go to the CSV file that we get from keyword clusters. And these are going to be our main keywords. So let's just, but before we do this, we need to make sure we have these keywords sent over with each one of these keywords as the additional headings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate these here as comma separated, and I'm going to feed them inside of there. So I'll show you how to do this in bulk. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to create some kind of equation so that we can add up all of these keywords comma separated. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to click on whatever cell I want. So for example, H, and I'm going to do the equal sign, and then I'm going to do my very first cell. So I'm going to click on this, and now I'm going to do and I want to add a comma here. So I need to separate a comma by these quotation marks. Okay, and then I need to do and I'm going to do C, and I'm going to do and again, I need to separate the comma, and I'm going to do and this, and separate the comma. Probably gets a little bit confusing this way. But yeah, this is exactly what we can do, the way that we can do it. And finally, this one here as well. And I'm going to click on enter. And what you can see down here is this line here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to take 5 of these keywords in here at max. So I can just now double click this dot down here. Oh, what happened there? Oh, I don't know why it's done that. Okay, there we go. I think I might have had something in there. So anyway, you double click it. Yeah, you do. You double click it, and then it's going to copy the formula all down here. So all of these now have your keywords inside of them. So let's just say we were creating articles for the first 3. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take these 3 keywords. I'm going to add them inside of here. And the reason I'm adding them here is to make sure I'm not copying anything else. Okay, and for these keywords, I'm going to go ahead and copy the actual 3 grouped clusters with them as well. Okay, so I'm going to add them down here. Okay, and I'm just going to take away any extra commas if we have any extra commas at the end. And what we can see from here now is, let me just make sure I get these correct. In fact, what I can do is I can open this up, okay, as large as possible. So I know this is the first one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. Okay, so now what I can do is I can add these keywords inside of here. Okay, so they're my 3 keywords. And now I'm going to go over to advanced settings, and in shortcodes, I'm going to select this grouped headings and click on show. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is now I'm going to click on wrap, and inside of the wrap, I'm going to add the first few keywords here, because I know this is going to go with keyword number 1. There we go. And I'm going to go to a new line, and I'm going to click on wrap, and inside of here, I'm going to add these keywords here. Okay, and I'm going to come down here, I'm going to click on wrap again, and this time I'm going to add, I don't need that comma at the end there, I'm going to add these keywords here. Okay, and I'm gonna click on save. And you only need to set this to work once, because what's gonna happen is gonna run this keyword with the first shortcode, and then it's gonna run this keyword with the second one, and then this one with the third one, so it's fully matched. But what we'll do is we'll actually go ahead and run the first one only, okay? And I'll just show you how this works. So how to create pivot tables in Microsoft Excel, and we're asking it to add creating a pivot table with multiple levels of data in Excel, and Excel tips and tricks for creating pivot tables. Okay, so that's only like 2 keywords we're asking it to put in there, but I'm just giving you an example of how this works. So I'm going to click on enter, and the very first thing the software is going to do is do a Google search. And you know, I don't want to do all of these in this video, because I'm going to have to search Google and do all sorts of stuff first. So I can actually go over to the PGAI logs folder, and I can see what's going on down here as well. Here we go, it's gone through. So what I'll do, I'll put this on pause, and I'll come back in a moment when this has been complete. Okay, so while this is still working, what I wanted to do is I actually wanted to show you the outline. So I'm going to click on number 5, and number 5 is going to show me the outline. I'm going to copy this outline. It's still working down here, guys, okay? But I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to enter this inside of here. Okay, and this is the optimized article outline that we've got that should include our keywords. Creating a pivot table with multiple levels of data in Excel. Let's see if we can find that down here. Okay, I'm gonna have to probably do a control. What I'll do, I'll add this in here. Oops, no, that's wrong. No, that's right, yeah. Okay, so what we want to do is try and find this keyword here. What we'll do multiple levels. Okay, and let's see if we can find anything with multiple levels on there. Multiple. Here we go. So creating a pivot table with multiple levels of data in Excel. Okay, and then this one here, Excel tips and tricks. Let's just look for tips and tricks. Let's look for tips. Here we go. Excel tips and tricks for creating pivot tables easily. Okay, so they were the only 2 that we actually asked it to add in there, but you can clearly see that it's added it in there, which is absolutely fantastic. So anyway, guys, this is how you can create your content. It's really easy. All you have to do is put your keywords through the keyword cluster. Once you get your clusters, do exactly what I just said just now, and you'll be able to create articles like this. So as you can see, it's a nice long article. It's nicely optimized. We've got a nice graph down here as well. And what we also know is that even though we've created this article for this keyword here, okay, it's also optimized to include the other clusters inside of it, and some of your clusters are going to be absolutely huge. I wish I showed you an example of one of those clusters, to be frank. But yeah, the main thing from this is that this article is still adhering to the search intent based on the report that we sent it, and it includes those extra additional keywords as well. So anyway, guys, I'm going to be trying to share this strategy with you, but I just wanted to give you a heads up that, you know what, this is how you can include your keywords in your article.